Okay, welcome to Breathing Basics. Is it lesson number 4, I think, where we're looking at slowing things down. So this is going to be one for you to be able to follow along with. We're trying to control and slow down our breathing. It is fantastic just any time during the day for you. We've talked about awareness of breathing from lower down rather than higher up. And this is something that can be great to be done before bed, to slow down our breathing patterns so that when we go to sleep, those breathing patterns are light and gentle. It's also great after training. I've actually just done a bit of a training session this morning, hence the bandana and what I'm liking to call the man bun mullet. It's having a mullet, but without having to cut that anyway. Great to do after training. When we're training, like our breathing rates will change, will increase. Training is a stressor. We create some sympathetic tone when we're training to adapt from. And then it's important that we down regulate and bring things back down. So slowing our breathing rates down, and we're going to look at increasing the exhalation slightly to help promote that parasympathetic tone. Really simple to do. And that's going to be great, let's say, after training. It's going to be great to do after a workout. That's the same straight after work. But before bed is the other great one. That's a great time to do it. Before bed, whilst you're awake and can control your breathing rates, control those so that when you fall off to sleep, those breathing rates are calm, slow, from the diaphragm, and promoting a restful sort of parasympathetic tone. So you get a good restful night's sleep. Wake up feeling amazing in the morning. If you wake up with a dry mouth, it's likely that you'll have had your mouth open. If you keep your mouth closed, you should wake up with a moist mouth. And when we go through this light breathing in a second, that we're going to start, where I want you to notice what is your mouth, sort of the levels of saliva in your mouth like. If like me and you're talking and you spend a lot of time talking in your job, maybe you work on the phone or whatever it is that you're doing, if you're doing a lot of presenting, if you do a lot of talking, like the mouth will become quite dry, because often when we're talking, the mouth is open. So can we notice that when we keep the mouth closed and we focus in on our breathing, we slow the whole thing down and prolong those exhales slightly? A sign that we're getting into that parasympathetic tone or parasympathetic state is a noticing buildup of saliva. So do try to notice that as you go through. That is the buildup of saliva is a sign the body is shifted towards a more of a parasympathetic tone, starting that rest, relaxation, and digest process. So we're not primed to digest food, relax, recover when we're in a stress state, because when we're in a stress state, the sympathetic tone, not necessarily that it's bad to be in all the time, but that sympathetic tone, that fight or flight response that we know it has, is great to help us deal with situations, but we just need to be able to manage it and control it. And one of the quickest and direct way for you to tap into that and be able to control that autonomic nervous system is for you to focus on your breathing and what's going on inside. And the fact that it does build up that saliva in the mouth is a great one to say that it is good to do a little bit of slow, light, extending those exhale breathing before we eat our meal. So we sit down before, just if you're a bit like me, I tend to eat too fast. It's like you sit down, you're just like hungry and you want to wrap in. Take a minute to just prepare yourself for setting up that digestion process. So create a bit of parasympathetic tone by slowing down the breathing like we're about to do and extend those exhales. So I'm going to do this sitting. You could do this lying down on your back. However, whatever feels comfortable for you. Often lying down on the back is a little bit easier to be able to feel and make the diaphragm work. But you can do this comfortably sitting up. One of the things I do want us to do is make sure that everything else is relaxed. I like to sort of just shake out the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the cheeks. Everything wants to be relaxed. We just want to be able to allow the diaphragm low down to be moving down and out, and the ribs to be moving out and back in. I've talked about this in a separate video. I think it's in lesson 3. So check that one out if you haven't done yet. But the main focus for you in this one is going to be working on the speed of how we're breathing, and I want you to tune into the sound. So just now, relax everything off. Mouth goes closed, unless you're me and you're talking, but mouth goes closed, in and out through the nose. Just connecting to that breathing. You might want to close your eyes. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And to start with, just notice what's moving in your body. Notice how the body feels. Are your shoulders moving? Is there tension in your neck? And whatever you just notice it to start with. And then gradually, just consciously, just try and like relax those things or switch those things off. So if the shoulders are a bit tense, let them relax down. If the neck feels a bit tense or the cheeks are a bit tense, if you notice that you clench your jaw, that can be a common one. Just relax those things. Let everything sink down. And just start to notice when you breathe in, the diaphragm's moving down and out. And try to bring a sense of relaxation to the exhale. And as we bring more of a sense of relaxation, and everything starts to relax, any tension starts to drop down, and we just feel movement coming from that lower portion where our number one breathing muscle is, our biggest friend in the breath world. We've all got a beautiful one, and that's the diaphragm. The diaphragm is your breathing friend. Make friends with him. He wants to help you. And I'm laughing because I just think it's funny that the body wants to breathe, and it wants to do what's right. We just need to create the conditions and environment for that. So your diaphragm is your number one breathing muscle. Your body wants to do that. So feel him moving or her moving. Down and out on the inhale, relax, and it returns on the exhale. And as you just create that sense of relaxation, particularly on those exhales, our breathing rates will naturally slow down as we start to relax. Now just tune into the noise that the breath is making. And as you're slowing it down through relaxation, notice not just the diaphragm moving, but notice the noise. And if it's particularly noisy and loud, try and just relax and slow it down a little bit. So use the sound that you can hear and the noise that your breath is making to you as an indicator of like how fast you're breathing. And as you relax on those exhales, you try and make it quieter, you're going to notice that you're slowing it down through relaxation and through making it quieter. And ideally, if you can make it silent, that's a great place to be. But relaxed, breathing like this at rest should be effortless. So don't try to, we're trying, it's a bit of an oxymoron, we're trying to make it silent. But if it's not completely silent, that's okay. Don't try too hard. Don't force it. And wherever you've got to now, if you've managed to make it silent, and I'll shut up so you can tell. Or if it's just a little bit quieter, smile and enjoy that feeling, that relaxed feeling. And how it's just nice not to be able to hear yourself breathe. I've got the window open, actually hear some birds chirping instead. Just smile and enjoy that. Enjoy the silence. Or enjoy a few sounds of nature if you can hear them now that you can't hear anything else. Now I'm just going to bring in some timings for the final bit. So we're going to focus on extending the exhale. And we're going to start with 2 in, 4 out. We're going to build up to 3 in, 5 out, and finish on 4 in, 6 out. So keep that nice, relaxed, silent or quieter breathing that we've been working on. When we get up to that 4 in, 6 out, don't force it. If you need to stay at 3 in, 5 out, it's totally up to you. Or if you need to stay at 2 in, 4 out, but that slightly longer exhale, just notice whether you're getting a build-up of saliva. Let me know in the comments or give us a thumbs up. Are you noticing already just by that relaxation, slowing things down as we've done and making it quieter? Can you notice now more saliva building up in your mouth? Give us some feedback. Let us know in the comments. Okay, and then if we can get up to that 4 in, 6 out, we're creating that 10-second breath cycle. 4 in, 6 out. Yeah, total 10 seconds. That gives us 6 breaths per minute. So some of you are already saying, yeah, you're getting that. Those that are watching live, thank you. And good sign, means you're in a good place. It's nice to get that feedback, right, as well, that you know that saliva is a sign of that. So yeah, good stuff on that. So we will, that 10-second breath cycle gives us 6 breaths per minute, which has been shown to be fantastic for improving our heart rate variability. And people are quoting it as being, people like James Nestor, anyone read his book Breath. Same with Patrick McKeon at the Oxygen Advantage. It's sort of the ideal breath rate that we can tune into. So we'll start with 2 in, 4 out, and go to 3 in, 5 out if that feels comfortable. Don't force it. And then if it feels good, 4 in, 6 out. So on your next inhale, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 1, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 1, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In for 2, out for 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 4. Bring a sense of relaxation to the body. And out for 4, particularly on that exhale. If that feels good, we'll go for 3. In for 3, 2, 1, and out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 3, 1, 2, 3, out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 3, 2, 3, out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 3, 2, 3, out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 2, so 3, 2, out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 3, 2, 3, out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So stay at that if it feels good for you. Out for 5, 4, 5. In for 3. But then if that feels comfortable, we're going to go to 4 in, 6 out. Okay, so in for 4, 2, 3, 4, relax out for 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. In for 4, 2, 3, 4, out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In for the nose, 2, 3, 4, relax on the way out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In for the nose, 2, 3, 4, out, relax the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In for 4, 2, 3, 4, out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay with wherever you're at. Keep it nice and light. From the diaphragm, in and out of the nose, just count in your head. Trying to keep it silent. Don't force it, whether 4 in, 6 out felt a little bit too much, a little bit too slow. Dial it back a little bit. Just enjoy focusing on your breathing for a few minutes at the start of the day. And just remember, this is a great one to practice anytime you want to calm down, you want to create a little bit of, get out of a stress state, you want to prepare the body, create some saliva in the mouth before you eat your sit down to eat your meals. Before you go to bed, great for 15, 20 minutes before you go to bed, even just 5 minutes if you can. And if you're into training and exercise, really good to down-regulate the whole system and prepare yourself for recovery and just get your breathing under control at the end of a training session. Really recommend getting that in as part of a practice for yourself. and you will definitely reap the benefits. So let me know in the comments, have you noticed more saliva building up in the mouth as a result of that slowing down of the breathing? We've gone through quite a few things there in terms of just like tuning into how we're breathing, where it's coming from, trying to create a sense of relaxation, which helps slow our breathing rates down in general when we create a sense of relaxation, and then tuning into the noise, and the noise that we're making, the sound that the breath is making, can be a good way to tune into the speed and help you slow things down, as well as that creating that sense of relaxation. And then the final part, just bringing in the speed of how we're breathing in terms of on a count. So 2 in, 4 out, we build up to 3 in, 5 out, but don't force it. And if you can do, you can get into 4 in, 6 out. That gives us that 10-second breath cycle, been shown to be the inverted commas perfect breath rate of 5.5 to 6 breaths per minute, but great for improving our heart rate variability, which is our body's way of like controlling this our autonomic nervous system of like, how well and efficiently can we shift between sympathetic and parasympathetic tone. And often that like sympathetic fight response, we can almost be too in tune with that, and we like jump into that too easily, or we stay in that state. So being able to create a sense of parasympathetic relaxation, and you can do that directly through tuning into how you are breathing. And the fact that if you've created that, you have a sense of nice relaxation, calmness in the body, but equally saliva building up in the mouth is a great sign of that. So thank you for joining. I really do hope that's helped, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All of these are being saved onto YouTube, putting them in a playlist. So there's breathing basics, like we're up to lesson 4 now, if I can still count. And I did actually lose count during some of those. It's hard counting and trying to breathe at the same time. And when we changed it, anyway, so apologies. There was one time I said in for 3 and counted to 4 or something. Anyway, all these are going to be on my YouTube channel. So check out the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. And if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos. So there's going to be a whole series of these. And then equally, I've got workshops happening every month that I've done online. The next ones are in April, starting April the 14th. The breathing basics is sold out, but there are still a couple of places left on the application and development. 3 weeks of one session on each Wednesday for 3 weeks, starting on the 14th of April. The details will be in the description, or if you're watching on Instagram, in my bio, there's link in the bio, or ask in the comments, or send me a DM and I can send you the details for those. If you're comfortable with the basics, you've done some of these sort of breathing practices, you've done some basic breath holding, then I think you'll really enjoy and you will be ready for the application development workshop. If it's sort of like brand new to you, just wanting to get started with the absolute with the basics, then you'll have to wait till that workshop for April is sold out, but there will be another one happening in May. If you want to be added to the waiting list, send me an email, davidjacksonfitness@gmail.com, or send me a direct message or put in the comments and I will add you to the waiting list for May. Have a great day. Remember to use this slowing down anytime you need to create a sense of relaxation, and I hope it helps. And if I can help any way in the future in any other way, then do let me know. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.